We're going to take this stock height Nissan Silvia S15 down to this by using these. They're an RSR down lowering kit, and I wasn't really able to find much about these online. However, they do seem to be like a stockist or a brand that's been around for a while, so I was really curious as to why no one had really posted about them. Here you can see the stock height of this S15 or 200SX, and it is pretty high. You can see that there's a clear gap in the wheel arches, especially at the front there. So of course, first you want to remove the wheel. And I'm doing this video because I haven't found anything that clearly outlines the procedure to change the strut. So here we go. All right, so on the S15, it looks pretty simple, where you've got the 3 nuts up the top here to remove, and then underneath we are going to remove these 2 bolts here, 1, 2, and then that should release the strut from the hub at the bottom. Just taking care to make sure your ABS lines are out of the way, and then everything should be good to go like that. So 5 bolts or nuts all together. So first I'm going to go around and crack loose all of the nuts and bolts that are required to be removed. So once you've got everything loosened off, then go ahead and remove the 2 bottom nuts and bolts. Once they're removed, you're able to wiggle the strut from the hub and just make sure all your ABS hard lines and the electrical connection or the electrical wire is out of the way. So here I'm just removing the 3 top strut nuts, and then the whole thing is going to be able to be removed really easily. And then you just go back from where you came from with the replacement strut and lowering springs. Now this is the trickiest part. It's really not that tricky because I'll show you how I got over it, but it's when you're refitting the strut and the hub together, you'll find that it doesn't line up with these 2 bottom bolt holes. So what I essentially needed to do, this is on the other side where I captured it with better light, was to put them in and slot the hub to the strut, and then push down on the whole hub and disc brake assembly, and that allowed the assembly to shift down a little bit, and I was able to easily insert the bolts. Cool, so that's one side pretty much done. Then you'll want to torque everything up to spec, and here's all the torque specs for you. Great, so with the front done, the rears need to have some attention, and what we need to do is remove the parcel shelf here first. So what I need to do is disconnect the 3rd brake light and then just push that parcel tray up, and then I should be able to get access to the 2 top strut bolts for the rear. The 2 top strut nuts for the rear, and then 1 bolt at the bottom. So 3 bolts altogether, or 3 fixings altogether here at the rear for the S15. So once that trim is off, this is what you'll see, and you can see that both sides there are 2 nuts that you'll need to remove that rear shock. And here I'm just giving you a good view of that bolt that needs to be removed down the bottom. Now I tried to remove the two strut nuts with this tool, but it was very big and there's not much room up there, so it's best to utilize hand tools here. And they're not too tight, so it's pretty easy. Okay, so now those two top nuts have been removed and the bottom bolt removed, you can slide the shock off from its fixing and you'll see that it won't just fall off once you remove that bolt because of the way it's mounted, which is pretty handy. Alright, so once you've got both sides loosely assembled, here are the torque specs for you. So with both front and rear lowering springs fitted, it's time to get it off the jack stands. And here's the final product. It's not too low and I think it's a great height. So these RSR lowering springs, or RSR down lowering springs, are actually really good. They feel nice on the road, not too harsh at all, and I think this is the perfect ride height. It's not too low, so I won't be scrubbing these guards or the plastic liner, but I'm curious to hear what you think. Do you reckon this is low enough, or could I have gone a little bit lower than this? Pop your comments below. So I hope you found that video for lowering your Nissan Silvia S15 easy to follow and understand. Hope you enjoyed this content. If you do, make sure to like and subscribe, and here's some links to see more of my S15 videos. Thanks and see you later.